Christmas, as we know it today, is a blend of traditions, some of which trace their roots back to ancient pagan festivals and beliefs. Long before the birth of Christ, people in Europe celebrated the winter solstice, marking the longest night of the year and the return of the sun. These early celebrations were filled with rituals, feasts, and reverence for the deities that govern the natural world. As Christianity spread across Europe, many of these pagan customs and gods were absorbed into the Christmas celebrations, influencing the way we observe the holiday season today. One of the most significant deities connected to Christmas is Odin, the chief god in Norse mythology. In ancient times, Odin was worshipped during the Yule season, which marked the solstice and the rebirth of the sun. Odin, often depicted riding an 8-legged horse, was believed to lead a procession through the sky on Yule night, bringing gifts to those who had been good and punishing those who had been bad. This tradition of gift-giving would later be absorbed into the figure of Santa Claus. Odin's role in guiding the spirits of the dead during the solstice also laid the foundation for the idea of a Christmas spirit, which continues to play a central role in our holiday customs. Another important deity in the Yule celebrations was Thor, the Norse god of thunder and protector of humanity. Thor's association with Christmas comes through his connection to the Yule log, a massive log that was burned to celebrate the winter solstice. According to tradition, the Yule log would burn for 12 days, symbolizing the 12 days of Christmas. The log was believed to have magical properties, bringing prosperity and good fortune to the household. Thor, with his hammer and his ability to control the elements, was thought to watch over the Yule log, ensuring that it burned brightly throughout the festive season. Moving southward, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a festival dedicated to the god Saturn, the deity of agriculture, abundance, and renewal. Held around the time of the winter solstice, Saturnalia was a time of feasting, gift-giving, and merrymaking. During this festival, social norms were overturned. Masters served their slaves, and people decorated their homes with greenery and lights, similar to how we decorate our homes today. Many of the customs associated with Saturnalia, including the exchange of gifts and the celebration of light, were incorporated into the Christian celebration of Christmas. Beyond Odin and Thor, there are other ancient deities whose influence can still be felt in our modern Christmas celebrations. One such figure is Freya, the Norse goddess of love, fertility, and beauty. Freya was associated with the Yule season as well, particularly with the tradition of bringing nature indoors. She was said to ride a chariot drawn by cats, and her presence was celebrated with feasts, greenery, and the decoration of homes. Freya's connection to fertility and renewal aligns with the way we celebrate Christmas as a time of rebirth and hope, especially symbolized by the growing light after the solstice. The idea of bringing evergreen boughs into the home during Christmas likely originated from these early customs, as the evergreens symbolized life, growth, and renewal during the cold winter months. In the British Isles, the winter solstice was celebrated with the worship of the Green Man, a figure who symbolized the rebirth of nature. Often depicted as a face made of leaves and vines, the Green Man represented the life force that returned to the earth as winter turned to spring. The imagery of the Green Man is closely linked to the Christmas tree and the wreath, both symbols of life that endure through the winter. The practice of bringing a tree indoors and decorating it with lights and ornaments stems from these ancient pagan rituals, as people believed that by celebrating the Green Man, they were encouraging the return of life and prosperity in the coming year. Another key figure in the origins of Christmas traditions is Bacchus, the Roman god of wine, revelry, and festivity. During the Roman festival of Saturnalia, which was held in December, people would celebrate with feasts, dancing, and the exchange of gifts, customs that have directly influenced modern Christmas traditions. Bacchus, known for his ability to bring joy and merrymaking, is a reflection of the spirit of celebration that permeates the holiday season. The concept of revelry and indulgence during the winter solstice, which was marked by feasting and good cheer, has carried over into our Christmas dinners and festive gatherings, where food, drink, and merrymaking are central to the celebration. As Christianity took root in the Roman Empire, many of these pagan deities and their associated traditions were incorporated into the celebration of Christmas. The date of December 25th, for example, was chosen to align with the celebration of the birth of the sun god in various pagan cultures. This made it easier for early Christians to adopt and adapt existing traditions into their own observances. Over time, the figure of Santa Claus was shaped by the characteristics of Odin, Bacchus, and other figures of generosity, merrymaking, and gift-giving. While much of the Christianization of Christmas involved absorbing pagan customs, it also involved the adaptation of symbolism from ancient deities to align with Christian values. The most significant adaptation may have been the creation of Saint Nicholas, a figure whose generosity and association with gift-giving helped to shape the modern-day Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas, originally a bishop in 4th century Turkey, became a popular figure during Christmas, known for his acts of kindness, particularly towards children and the poor. His story was eventually merged with other holiday figures from European folklore, such as Father Christmas and Sinterklaas, to create the jolly, gift-bringing Santa Claus we know today. However, the underlying theme of a gift-giver who visits during the darkest days of winter has its roots in the ancient pagan deities. Whether it was Odin's gift-giving during the Yule celebrations or the Roman tradition of honoring Bacchus with revelry, the idea of a powerful figure bringing joy and abundance during the cold winter months can be traced back to these ancient gods. These gods were seen as symbols of light and hope, bringing life and joy to a world often shrouded in darkness during the long, cold nights of winter. Additionally, the Star of Bethlehem, which heralded the birth of Jesus Christ, shares symbolic ties with the solstice and the idea of the return of the light. Many ancient cultures, including the Persians, believed that the birth of a king or great ruler was often heralded by a star in the sky, a sign of hope and renewal. This theme of light and rebirth during the winter solstice echoes the long-held pagan beliefs about the sun god's return, celebrating the victory of light over darkness. The star is a powerful reminder of the shifting of the seasons and the promise of warmth and growth in the months to come. In more recent times, scholars have pointed to the Yule log, a custom that originated in Northern Europe and eventually spread to many parts of the Western world. The Yule log was traditionally a large log burned in the hearth, and its ashes were thought to bring good luck for the year ahead. The Yule log, again tied to Thor and the Norse tradition, served as a symbol of the sun's return, with the warmth of the fire pushing back the chill of winter. This is reflected in the modern practice of burning a small Yule log during Christmas celebrations, or the Yule log cake, a delicious dessert shaped like a log that has become a staple in many homes. As we reflect on the ancient pagan influences that shaped modern Christmas traditions, it becomes clear that these deities, customs, and symbols still resonate today. The connection to nature, the celebration of light during the darkest time of the year, and the importance of giving and community are values that continue to define the spirit of Christmas. From Odin's ride through the sky to the warmth of the Yule log, the roots of these customs remind us that Christmas is not just about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, but also about honoring the universal themes of hope, renewal, and togetherness. The melding of pagan traditions with Christian celebrations created a rich, multi-layered holiday that embodies the magic of the season. The story of the Yule goat, the Yule log, and figures like the Nis or Tomt all speak to the deep connection between the people and the land they lived on. In the Nordic regions, Christmas was not just a time for religious observance. It was a celebration of life itself, of survival through the harsh winter months, and of the triumph of light over darkness. These elements continue to influence how we celebrate Christmas today, whether through the foods we eat, the gifts we give, or the ways we decorate our homes. If you've found inspiration in these ancient traditions, consider exploring the magic of Christmas. Recipes, traditions, and timeless memories. This ebook will help you deepen your connection to the holiday season, with ideas for creating your own meaningful traditions and celebrating the spirit of Christmas in a way that honors both ancient and modern customs. The Christmas season, with all its rich history and diverse influences, is a time to reflect on what truly matters: the warmth of family, the joy of giving, and the light that fills the darkest nights. May we continue to carry the lessons of these ancient gods with us, finding magic in the simple acts of kindness, love, and connection that define the heart of Christmas. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the pagan deities and traditions that inspired Christmas as we know it. If you've enjoyed this exploration, be sure to check out our other videos for more festive and thought-provoking stories. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of holiday magic. Until next time, Merry Christmas, and may your holiday season be filled with light, love, and the joy of ancient traditions.